MLB players that must be traded this offseason that's going to be for the better of their career. So if you like this kind of content, make sure to drop a like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you get notified if I ever upload a video. Link to my other channels in the description below. And let's go ahead and get into this video. Let's start off with our first play. That's going to be Francisco Lindor of Cleveland. Here's the reason why he needs to get traded. For one, this is the last year of his deal. And Cleveland is just not doing it. Yeah, they're just not doing it. And the reason for that is because it's not because they don't put the right supporting cast around them. It's just they can't get far enough. They can't get to the World Series. That's where Francisco Lindor wants to go. He wants to win. And Cleveland's not the place for that, it doesn't seem like. He's got the right supporting cast, but this offseason it makes better sense for him and Cleveland to part ways with him and trade him for some younger players that will be used for the future, and they still probably won't be that bad of a team in 2021, and especially in a weak division. Coming in at number 2 is going to be Ketel Marte of the Arizona Diamondbacks. The reason Ketel Marte needs to be traded is because for one this season he was on a terrible team, and a lot of teams could use his services. And I would probably have traded him after the 2019 season if I was the Diamondbacks. You're in a tough division to win. I would really have contemplated trading him after 2019, especially after you went out and made the dumb signing of signing Madison Bumgarner. Very dumb signing. Now, it did look like a pretty good signing on paper, but then he started pitching for them, and he was lost. Coming in at number 3 is going to be Whit Merrifield, a Ketel Marte type, kind of like player. But Whit Merrifield's on this list because since Whit Merrifield has came up to the Kansas City Royals, they have got no place but 4th or 5th place, which is awfully disappointing. And if I was Whit Merrifield, I'd be like, it's time for me to get out. And if he does request a trade, I couldn't blame him. Honestly. I mean, they are terrible. Their future is looking pretty bright, but you can't wait 5 years for that. Coming in at number 4 is going to be Giancarlo Stanton. Giancarlo Stanton is just not in the right situation in New York with the Yankees. Reason for that is because there's so many good hitters around him, like LeMahieu, Judge. There's so many good hitters around him, and the reason, I mean, he's just not as productive on the Yankees as he would be on the Marlins. And the Marlins made the playoffs this year. They made it just as far as the Yankees did. I would try to trade Giancarlo Stanton and try to get some pitchers out of it if possible, because their pitching's just not there. Coming in at number 5 is going to be Lance Lynn of the Texas Rangers. The reason Lance Lynn needs to be traded is because his you could get the most back for him, and you're probably looking for young prospects and ready now players. So yeah, I think the Rangers should definitely try to trade Lance Lynn if possible. Next, at number 6 is Kris Bryant of the Chicago Cubs. After a down season in 2020, I think it's for the best of the team and the best for his career to move on from Kris Bryant. It's tough to do, but he's going to want a lot of money, and Chicago may just they just may not have that money. There was rumors this offseason that he might get traded. Should have traded him last offseason. He would have had a lot more trade pieces coming back for Chicago, but instead they didn't. They're still going to get some good young players back, but not as much as they would if it was after the 2019 season. Coming in at number 7 is going to be Josh Hader of the Milwaukee Brewers. Now, the reason Josh Hader needs to be traded is pretty obvious. I mean, they are just an average team, the Brewers are. They're stuck in the middle. And what do you do when you're stuck in the middle? You blow it up. And it's time to blow it up. Is it time to trade Christian Yelich? No. But it's time to start just kind of blowing it up. I mean, trade Hader. Trade anybody that has that's kind of worth a crap besides Yelich. Mike Yastrzemski's the next one of the San Francisco Giants. Now, the reason he's on this list is for obvious reasons. They surprised everybody this season. And, yeah, I mean, I just don't really necessarily think that he is. I think he's going to be good, but, I mean, how much is he worth on the trade market? That's a question. And how much are the Giants willing to pay him when it comes pay time? That's the questions. Next is Nolan Arenado of the Colorado Rockies. And the reason Nolan Arenado is on this list is just like Josh Hader, they're stuck in the middle, and it's time to blow it up. And it is time to seriously blow it up for the Rockies. You've had too many good rosters and you've just had too many good players, too many good rosters, and you've done nothing with them. It's time to blow it up. It's time to trade Blackmon. It's time to trade Arenado. It's time to trade Story. It's time to trade everybody that's worth a crap on this team. Trade everybody. And yes, you will be terrible. But you have some good prospects up for the future. Yeah, trade everybody, get young players back, good pitching back, and hope for a speedy rebuild. Next is Madison Bumgarner of the Arizona Diamondbacks. He just totally needs a new team. He was just not good, and he needs to go to another team that hopefully will do something that hopefully he'll be a good pitcher again with them. Next, at number 11 is Joey Gallo of the Texas Rangers. Joey Gallo needs to be traded because, for one, it would make sense for the Rangers. Trade him, get what you can get back for him, and yeah, I mean, I just don't think Joey Gallo is a long-term fit in right field. He's just not that. He is a productive hitter when he hits the ball, but when he doesn't, he is. Oh man, he's bad. Not too good. He strikes out, he flies out. That's about it. When he doesn't hit a home run. And coming in at number 12 is going to be Rafael Devers of the Boston Red Sox. And the reason Rafael Devers is coming on this list is for the reason of Bobby Dalbec. He was really good this season, and I think Bobby Dalbec is in the long-term future. And I think you could get some good pieces back for Rafael Devers, some good pitching back. I think a trade with the Red Sox and Brewers would work. I know this may seem like a bit of a crazy trade, but I'm going to propose it. Josh Hader to the Red Sox for Rafael Devers and another piece, maybe a back-end starting rotation young minor leaguer, a young minor leaguer. I think that would be a good trade for both sides. Brewers get more hitting, but you've got to look at Devers, Kane, and Yelich. That'd be a pretty good top three. I think that trade would work. Yeah, but that's going to be the end of this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure you drop a like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. You'll get notified for every upload video. Link to my other channels in the description below. Thank you for watching, and I'll be back with more videos soon.